everyone, thank you so much for tuning in today. So today we are going to be talking about cruise tips and packing tips for going on a family vacation. This one we just so happen to be talking about going on a cruise, which we are fixing to go on here soon, and we are so excited to take all of y'all with us as well. So let's get started. So one of the first things I want to talk about are these awesome packing totes. A lot of people really don't find these as a necessity. However, if you're wanting to stay organized and to be able to just get your stuff easily and access it, these are a great thing to have. For instance, this one, it's not even the biggest one. I got these, there were 6 of them. I got them for less than $10, which I thought was a really great deal. And I will post that link below on where to get these from on Amazon. And this one, I have all 4 kids' swim stuff packed in here, as well as their goggles and a really cool underwater disposable camera that I got from Five Below, which is the local store that we have here. This is the biggest packing tote that came in the package that I have. I know some of them are bigger, and some of them you can get that are compressible as well. This one I was able to fit 4 tuxedos and a pageant dress in for formal night on the cruise, which has been such a big help. This way it'll keep them clean and they're not going to get messed up by anyone else's stuff, and I know exactly where they are. So if you are going on a cruise with us, next we got our laundry hampers. These are great for your dirty clothes. That way, when you have your dirty clothes, you're not putting them back in the suitcase with all your other clean stuff. You just toss them in the hamper, and then at the end of the trip, you can toss all of that back into your suitcase, and you know what's dirty, and you can go ahead and wash everything. And we did get 2 because, like I said, it is a group of 6. So this is another one of the totes. It's just a little baggie that this one came in. Let's find out what's in it. This is my medicine tote. So I did get Pediacare, which is just children's Tylenol, especially with having a toddler whose allergies can get really bad, and sometimes he can start a fever with no signs, just bam, has a fever. Tylenol is always something great to have with you, especially with children. I also got Dramamine and Bonin, I think is how you say it. These are both motion sickness pills, which I do have a child who could throw up anywhere, so he gets super motion sickness, and I do sometimes too. So just in case we do need them, we have them on hand. I also went to the children's doctor and explained to him where we were going, and we were going to be swimming and everything, and he actually gave me some ear drops just in case our youngest son does have issues with his ear hurting, because he does get swimmer's ear quite a bit. Also, we will also be packing their allergy medicine. I don't have it here because it's actually on the counter for me to give them every day during this allergy season right now. Their allergy medicine is definitely a great idea when you're traveling to have with you. So, next, when you are on a cruise ship, you only have like 2 outlets. And for most of us, 2 outlets are not going to cut it, with phone chargers, and hair straighteners, and alarm clocks, and whatever else it may be. So these right here are actually, I got them from the dollar store, and they just plug into the back right there, but they are non-surge protector outlets things. You cannot have anything that has a surge protector on board. They won't allow it. As soon as you go to check your bag, they'll take it out. It's not something you can have. So you can find these at the Dollar Tree, and they do not have a surge protector on them, and they are acceptable to take on board, which would be really great handy help. So this is actually just some knockoff Lysol I got from the dollar store, just because I do have kids, and being in the room, yeah, I'm sure the room keepers do a great job. However, it just gives me an extra peace of mind just to go ahead and sanitize everything, the toilets, the sink, everything. So this is another one of the totes that came in that package that I was telling you all about. It is just another zipper one. It's not anything super fancy. And then this one, so this one I have my special pair of earrings I'm going to wear with my gown for formal night. I went ahead and brought a brand new hairbrush from the dollar store, just that way I don't bring my normal hairbrush I use every day. That way if it does get lost, it was $1 and I'm not that worried about it. And we've also got 2 things of toothpaste, one for my room and one for my husband's room. Also, we have a ton of these Germex pens, and I'm bringing all of these just because my kids are going to be going to Camp Ocean. There's going to be a lot of other kids, germs. I'm a Germex kind of woman. And then I also got this really good moisturizer solution. I got it in the travel section from Target. I think it was like $1 or $2, but it's always good just to have on hand in case you get dry from the beach water or whatever it may be. So like I said, we are going to formal night, and I have all this kids' clothes and mine and my husband's clothes rolled up into those totes. So what we did purchase was some Downy wrinkle releaser. I got this in the travel section at Target for $1.99 for this. And so once we get there, we can go ahead and take our formal clothes out, spritz them down with some of this and hang them up, and then they'll be good to go on formal night, no wrinkles or anything. So this is actually the bag that my bags came in. It shipped in from Amazon. But it was a really good bag, so I decided I'm going to use it, right? So in here I have, this is Solar Cane. I'm not exactly sure how much it was. It was actually given to me by my mother-in-law. But it just sprays on in case of a sunburn. And it just, you spray it right on and it takes the sting out of it. And it works really good. I used it when I got really bad sunburn from going to the lake. Also, we brought aloe vera just in case we need that extra protection or relief from that sunburn. So this was an older bottle of sun lotion I had it on hand, and I usually keep it in my beach bag, but I decided since we are going to be down in the tropics in the Caribbean, it is best that I go ahead and have as much of this stuff as I can on hand. Now, this is a little trick that I learned. Since this bottle's already been open, what I did is I just ripped a piece of a store sack, and I just ripped it off, and I went ahead and I screwed it, or I placed it onto top of the sun lotion, and then I just screwed this on top. That way, goodness forbid, if this lid pops open, it's not going to squirt everywhere because this is already on there. You can also use cling wrap or saran wrap or whatever it is that you have on hand. And like I said, I bought a lot of this. This is the SPF 50, and then I also bought this specific one from Target specifically for your face. Also, I did get some travel size Listerine just because you gotta have fresh breath. And then again, we have a whole bunch more of these Germex pens. They were actually gifted to us at a teacher's conference. They had a big old thing of them, and they just gave everyone like 20 of them. So we have plenty of those just to travel with, and I keep them in my car and stuff as well. So one thing, I don't know if you know about this on cruises, but a lot of people decorate their doors. And the reason for this being is when you have children and they're walking down a hallway full of doors, everything is just going to look the same. So when you are able to decorate your door and give it that individuality, you can tell, oh hey, this is my room, this is where I belong. So these are actually really cool tablecloths. They're plastic tablecloths that I got from the Dollar Tree. I got this one which has the really adorable Tiki Man on it. And then I also got this one that has like the drinks and the ice cream on the beach. So I thought these were really cute and fun. And I got them from the Dollar Tree for $1. So they will be great to hang up on the room or on the door. So I have 3 suitcases here sitting next to me, so y'all please just bear with me. Also, I got this from the Dollar Tree as well. This is just packing tape, and I'm going to use that to hang these awesome door hangers up with, so it's always good to have. And goodness forbid if something happens, I need to tape something or I break something like my luggage, I have tape on hand to tape it. So, this is something my husband came up with. Not only are we rolling our clothes, but he is taking painter's tape and he's actually wrapped it around there, and on here he's writing the name. So this bag right here is the bag that we're going to take into the hotel prior to our arrival to the ship the day before. So he has rolled it, and then we took the painter's tape, wrapped it around there, and wrote whose name it belongs to. If you don't have kids who are on the same age and wear the same clothes, it's not that big of a deal, but that way we know exactly who goes with who. And I do recommend using the painter's tape, and the reason why I say this is because the painter's tape does not leave a sticky residue on your clothes. So once you peel it off, there's no stickiness or nothing, you can just go about your business. So next we have a package of toothbrushes. I bought these toothbrushes just from the dollar store, and it comes with a package of 6. That way we can all just have fresh toothbrushes, and then when we were done with our cruise, we can just simply throw them away. We don't have to worry about bringing any germs back here with us. So these are always great to have, and it was 99 cents for all 6 from Walmart. This is the smallest tote that I have, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it, but it works perfect for feminine hygiene products. They fit perfectly in here, and I can take a whole bunch with me because goodness forbid you be in the Caribbean, and yeah. Okay, on to the next one. So again with the rolling, my husband had rolled it and we taped it. We put in here, so it says Sunday needs black work shorts to go with this, and it has, he wrote shirt, underwear, and socks. So he has all of that rolled up in here, and he does need to add his shorts in here, but they're in the washer, so we'll add them later. Why he already taped it, I don't know. That's my husband for you. Like for instance, this is for my younger son. He wrote on here Monday, and this has his shorts, shirts, and socks and underwear all rolled up in as well. We are also taking extra swimwear, so that way each kid is taking 3 swimsuits, which does seem like a lot, but throughout the day they may want to get on the water slides, and then they may want to go somewhere else. So if we go back to the room and change, we can take those wet swimsuits off, hang them up, and then they can put their other clothes back on. And then in the event later on that evening they want to go back to swimming, we can go ahead and switch out to a dry pair while the wet pair is still drying, and then by the next day that wet pair should already be dry, so that way we're always rotating. We don't ever run out of swimwear to have. So another great idea to have, especially for kids, is the cups aren't really that big on this ship for your drinks. And I don't know about y'all, but my kids constantly are drinking. So me and my husband talked about it, and you can actually bring empty bottles, y'all. So these are just great. I think they're like 24 ounces. Again, I did get them from the dollar store, and I got all different designs and colors for each kid, so that way they knew which one to have. And me and my husband are also going to bring our Yeti cups as well. That way we can just go ahead, run, get it filled up, and then go about our business, and we don't have to worry about constantly going back every time for a drink, and we have it on hand. So these are really great to get, and you don't have to necessarily get them from the dollar store. They've got ones where you can just get regular water bottles from Walmart, or fancy ones, or however you want to do it. Okay, so another great tip is we have actually purchased these shower caps from the dollar store, and you're probably wondering, what in the world would you need shower caps for, right? These are actually really great to wrap your shoes in. So for us, we will be doing formal night as some other nights as well. So for me to put different shoes in, say for instance our water shoes or my heels, I'm going to go ahead and pack them, but I'm going to put them in these shower caps. That way the dirtiness from the bottom of my shoes are not touching all over my clean underwear or whatever it may be. So these are really great to have, and I got these from the Dollar Tree, and there's a 12 pack for $1. Can't really beat that. I also went ahead and got some bar soap. I know bar soap is really like a big thing of the past. However, for little kids, it's really simple for them to grab and use. And that way, it's handy, it's their size, and I'm not chugging along a big old bottle of body wash. And again, I did get some extra toothpaste as well. I know you're probably like 3 tubes of toothpaste is ridiculous. But I do have a 4-year-old who sometimes likes to get into the bathroom, and I can't tell you how many times I've gone in there and had to clean up a mound of toothpaste off the counter. Another thing is I made sure to grab aspirin. There's nothing worse than being on a boat and having a pounding headache. And if you are someone like myself who is prone to getting headaches, this will be a lifesaver. I also have some extra strength Tylenol I'll be bringing, allergy medicine, and whatever else I feel like may be important to have. Okay, so this is another one of those packing totes I just wanted to show y'all. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this one yet. I'm still trying to get everything organized into all of our suitcases. This is the smallest one, but it is pretty wide. So just so you have an idea of how wide they are, I mean, it's smallest size as square wise, but it is wide enough that I could fit some pretty good stuff in here. Also, another thing I wanted to let y'all know, if you do not buy the Bubbles package on the ship, or even if you do, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually bring Kool-Aid jammers for your children. You can also bring a 12-pack of cans or juice boxes per person, which is going to be so amazing. We did not purchase the Bubbles package because we honestly don't hardly ever even drink soda. So to me, it didn't seem like it was worth the money. Now my husband does occasionally drink some soda, so we will bring a case of soda from him. But if you pack these, you have to have them in your carry-on. So make sure you have a carry-on that is going to have plenty of storage, as well as make sure it's going to be on wheels, because it's going to get heavy with all of those cans and jammers and stuff in there if you have a large group. Another thing that is very, very essential to find, and I'm fixing to show y'all. So when you're on this ship, you actually have to have your sail card on you at all times, and that's basically how they're going to identify who you are, and goodness forbid if one of your children get lost and whatnot. But that's also how you can purchase everything, and you need your sail card to get back onto the ship if you go into port. So we had found a whole bunch of these awesome lanyards. And especially if you are like us and you are traveling with a family that has children, these lanyards are going to be a lifesaver for y'all, let me tell you. So we got some of these that have the clear plastic in them, but then some of them don't, which is fine. You don't really necessarily have to see no plastic thing. You don't necessarily have to have the plastic thing. It is handy. However, when you go to first get your sail card, they will go ahead and stamp a hole into your card. That way you can hook it onto your lanyard, and it makes it a lot easier than trying to keep up with it, whether it be in your pocket or whatnot. This way it's around your neck, you know where it's at all times, and it does make it easier for children as well. So another thing I want to talk to y'all about is your luggage. So for us, with such a big family, we are taking a big duffel bag. And when I say big duffel bag, I mean big. Let me show you. So as you can see, that duffel bag is a really good size. I had actually got it at a really good deal. I got it from Ross for $32. And for this size, it's really good. It's huge, but it is not super wide, that it does not meet the qualifications for the size of the bags that you're allowed to bring. And if you are unsure of those, check your ship's website and they will give you the dimensions of how big your bag can be. I do recommend getting duffel bags though, because you can fit more, because there's no restrictions on how tall the bag is, but just how wide it is usually, and how long sometimes as well. So height doesn't usually really matter. So if you do get a duffel bag, you can stack stuff up in there and it works great. We are also going to be taking another completely separate bag that'll have just our life preservers in there, and my husband's scuba gear and whatever else may be that we're going to take with us. So that's a good idea as well. Each person in your party can have one carry-on. So each of my 4 children are each going to have their own book bag, and make sure when you go to pack, you have your night's clothes in there, because sometimes your clothes do not get delivered until late that evening. So that way, as long as you have that night's clothes with you, goodness forbid if your luggage gets delivered to the wrong room or just gets lost altogether, you have clothes to wear. So make sure you have those clothes in that carry-on bag with you, as well as, like I said before, your drinks. If you're going to bring them on board, you can bring those. And I think I forgot to mention, if you do bring the sodas and stuff, you're also allowed 1 bottle of wine or champagne, which for a lot of couples, that's awesome, and you don't have to purchase it on board. However, if you do want to, you can also pre-order wine, champagne, and liquor as well, and have that delivered to your room and waiting on you there, as well as water. You're not allowed to bring any types of bottles, so you cannot bring bottled water, but you can purchase it ahead of time and have it delivered to your room waiting for you. So that's always a really good idea. One last thing I did want to show y'all is we got, how cute is this? These are giant coloring books. Look how big they are. I got them from the dollar store, and they're going to be just so great. It's got some stickers and some fun coloring pages. There's a fish, and I thought these will be great. And it's a dot fish too. How cute. These will be great to have on the trip down to keep your little ones busy. And that way it's big enough where they have plenty of room to color, and you can just get a box of crayons for pretty cheap. I think Walmart had them on sale for like 50 cents. So you don't hear every 5 minutes, "Mom, are we there yet? Mom, are we there yet?" So Well, I think that is everything we have gone over. I have lots more packing to do and getting everything ready. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe below. Thank you.